Hey everybody, and welcome to another fine episode of Here's an Anime with your host Steve and Colin.
Hello.
I'm overexcited because I had a lot of sugar today.
Why did you have a lot of sugar today?
Well, my boss made some kind of like I think it was salted caramel millionaire shortbread,
Oh, that sounds good.
and I only had a little bit, and that was in the morning. That was like breakfast, and then
And then you had a little bit for lunch?
no, I end up buying a first custard donut out of Baines, and then I came home.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not just eating sugar. Just let's be clear, I have actually ate other things like a sandwich,
Okay. Okay.
but it's mainly been sugar today. Um, and then I came home and had a wee chocolate biscuit, and then I had a Miller Corner yogurt. I mean, that's a lot of sugar, man. That's too much for
That is a fair bit.
one day.
I've had, oh gosh, 3 sweeteners today. I think it's been my sugar intake. That's not really sugar.
That's not sugar. Well, they don't class it as sugar.
No, it's saccharin, I think.
And it's just sweet to taste.
Yeah. It's that out.
I don't think it's any better. I think you'll find it. Is that like man-made stuff? Is it like a chemical, or is it actually natural?
Oh, it's the made stuff. It's I said
Synthesized.
it there.
Saccharin.
Yeah. Saccharin. Yeah, I don't know that saccharin's naturally occurring. I think stevia is naturally occurring.
Wait, what?
Stevia,
You're really
like a sweetener.
you sweet?
Oh, deliciously.
Apparently, Stevie.
It's the stevia factors into, I want to say, the TV show Breaking Bad.
All right. Where do they make crack?
It's like well, it's not part of the meth, but it's a plot point at some stage in the show.
There's a lot of plot points in the stage still, like the thing where he blew up the office.
It's true.
I mean,
There are a lot of different things.
that's some pure glycerin or whatever he threw.
Yes, his explosive blue meth.
Yeah,
It's the good shit.
that's stuff that blows your head off.
Would have been quite funny to watch somebody snort that, actually.
No, don't,
Now that I think about it.
no. Don't do that.
So, no, don't do it. Don't snort blue crystal meth.
We're not starting a fad.
We're what?
We're not starting this fad.
No.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
That's bad.
No.
Because
No.
there's been stupid fads in the past. The Typod one is a good one.
Did we start that?
No, we did not start that. We're not stupid
Oh, thank
or retarded.
God. That's good. I am glad we did not start that.
The
Was
it the iPhone 9 where someone was like, oh yeah, you can get your headphone jack back by drilling a hole into your iPhone.
That was the iPhone 7.
Oh.
There's no iPhone 9. It doesn't exist.
There's not an iPhone 9. What's wrong with the number 9? Windows didn't go to 9.
iPhone went from 8 to 10.
Yeah, that all Windows did.
I think it was because it was their 10th anniversary. That's why.
Screw it. Should have been 9. Should have been 8.9. 99.
Windows 8.9.
Or is it because it's like iPhone no in German? 9.
I mean, potentially. There's always that possibility. So, you're full of sugar. I am scraping by on some caffeine. We're here to talk about Steins Gate Zero some more with episodes 16 and 17.
Yeah.
Last episode, the Suzuha and Daru were trying to convince Maho to come over to Japan to help them construct the phone wave generator.
Not convince. They did convince. She left, or she came over,
Yeah,
and
yeah. That's right.
Okabe met the professor who says, "Ah, yeah, you're like going to be the next Einstein type guy," and having a secret meeting in the Japanese
Right.
hospital. With
He did do that.
and was oh, come over to America, and then everyone found out that he's thinking of going over there.
Yeah, and not in any particular September, but in September.
Yeah, was that last episode or was that the episode before?
I can't remember. I just remember that being a really odd detail.
And my Mayuri getting kind of a bit sad that the gang's breaking up.
Yeah, that is a theme that continues
Oh yeah,
in these next episodes.
full on. This is like the happiest
So-
episode ever.
Oh yeah.
I mean-
so this is episode 16, Altair of the Point at Infinity, Vega and Altair.
All right, yeah,
They're both stars.
yeah.
Or stars? Nebula. Stars.
Stars. Vega's one of the second brightest star in the sky, and it's only 7.7 parsecs away from the Earth. I think it's 21.
Is it part?
Parsecs measure distance.
Yes.
It is.
But how far is it?
Well, I think it's 21 light years or something. I don't know. I was reading up because of the last comment in the episode by Mayuri, how the star is called the Arc Light of the North or something.
The arc light of the north. It's 3.26 light years
3.26 light years. What?
Yep.
A parsec.
in a parsec, yeah.
So times that. Yeah, so it's about 21 light years.
7 parsecs.
7.7 parsecs times by that number would be about 21 plus something.
It's like 22.3? Oh wait, sorry, times 7.7 did you say?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Hang on.
This is the fun
I
part.
drift.
This is the fun.
This is the best. 25 light years.
See, I was close. This is in the 20s.
You're that is, yeah.
Yeah.
They're both numbers as well.
I know both
So you were
numbers.
pretty-
Yeah.
You're pretty on it. So yeah, this episode starts off with an explosion
Yeah, reminiscent of the
in
old.
the lab.
Yeah, reminiscent of the old phone wave results, and
Yeah.
cause it's the what's his name, Mr. Braun goes what the hell, and he runs out the store and it goes to the lab and there's big black smoke pouring out this microwave. And Daru opens the windows and then Maho asks, "Oh, can you turn the AC on?" And he's like, "No, I can't because that'll trip. We can't run two things at once in this place. Remember?" And she's like,
Yeah.
"How can you call this a lab?"
Well, you almost can't.
No, we can't really, but that's what Okabe's called it. So that's what we're calling it.
Yeah, that is pretty good.
And then it kind of ends with Mayuri just standing out in the rain in front of a door.
Yeah. Waiting. This is where she's waiting on him coming out of his lectures, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then that cuts the credits, and then he's lessons finished, and the lecturer goes, "Oh, Okabe, oh, you got a minute?" And then apparently they want to get Daru over to the States too.
Yeah. They need the hack.
Yeah. And then Mayuri's trying to convince him to go to the lab, tell him in person, and says, "No, I'll just send a text." No, I think he really should.
So personable. So personable.
Yeah, I'm sure he won't mind. Actually, maybe I should go. And I
Yeah.
think she does eventually convince him because he starts walk in that direction.
Yeah.
and then have some heartfelt conversation of some sort. And he says something. What does he say? Is it the fact that he said all the cinema text, he'll be okay with that?
Yeah.
And then she kind of stops and goes, "Ah, I've got something else to do." As he's
Yeah.
halfway
She
across the
just,
road.
yeah. She's just decided that she can't be fucked with that anymore. It's like, oh, yeah, I don't really need this extremely toxic person in my life who is just chronically depressed and blames me for a thing that I had no say in, but doesn't directly blame me.
He doesn't blame her.
He does. He does. No,
No.
not with his words,
Nah,
but deep down he does.
no, he doesn't.
And by by proxy himself, he also blames himself.
Nah, I don't see him blaming her. It's more,
Really?
yeah.
You don't think there's like a morsel of resentment?
What? That he, Kurisu chose her over her. Her over her?
Well, I think that the other part of it is that there's an irony there that he would feel the same if Kurusu was still there. Like, it's not specifically about Mayuri. It's not specifically about Kurusu. It's more about just what he perceives to be an unfair shake.
I, I mean, yeah, he's torn between both of them. I don't think he really blames her openly. He doesn't openly admit it's her.
No,
He does
no,
everything
absolutely
in
not.
the sense that what he's doing is for her and keeping her
Yes.
alive. Uh, so anyway,
Oh, he does. He definitely does not. He does not openly blame her for anything,
yeah,
and he wouldn't do. But part of him blames her.
Dr. King is in the house and cycle
Yeah,
announcing
totally
lead
does.
character's depression in this.
It would be inhuman, I think, not to. I'm also not saying that this is rational or that he should feel it's rational, but like it would be really difficult not to harbor any resentment.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. I just don't think he knows how to actually deal with it. And he's not.
No, and that's definitely part of it. Like I mean, how can you, right? Like, it's Sophie's choice. There's no good way out of this. Like, it's one or the other. There's no best way.
Sophie.
There's a way.
Sophie's choice?
Sophie's choice.
Who's
It's a
Sophie?
book. It's a book and a film. Is it a book? Pretty sure it's a book. Yeah.
It's not more.
I'm pretty sure I read it for English class.
Alright. Not more like
Uh,
Schrodinger's cat.
no, the concept of this. Hang on, I'm gonna get the summary here. Uh, it's the concept is basically it's a very difficult decision for a person to make. It describes a situation where no outcome is preferable over the other. This can be because both outcomes are equally desirable, or because they're both equally undesirable.
I mean,
And in this scenario, they're both scenarios are ironically at the same time desirable and undesirable.
Schrodinger's cat.
It's Schrodinger's Sophie's choice.
Schrodinger's Sophie's choice.
It is both desirable and undesirable at the same time, but only when unobserved.
Yeah, that's on that particle thing.
Oh, like superposition?
I think that was it.
Quantum.
Wait, where?
Quantum position.
Yeah, where you observe the particle, it'll do this thing, but when you don't observe it directly,
It will do something different.
yeah,
That's because through observation you are causing change, whether you like it or not.
yeah. So it's like also it doesn't matter which way the particle goes. It also does the exact same thing as the other particle. Oh well, there's another one like that.
Oh, like quantum locking?
Something like that. I don't know. I ain't no scientist.
I did a lot of listening into stuff about quantum mechanics, and I really am too stupid to understand it. So
It's not.
I really enjoy listening to smart people talk about it
It's
and taking away sort of vague ideas about what it might be.
so what you're saying is this particle does this over on this side, and its twin does the same thing over on the other side of the room.
Oh, that's something different.
Yeah.
Uh
Oh, it's the same thing
oh
actually.
shit.
Oh, he's digging deep into the world of the internet today. I dug deep into the internet and found a question that I've never thought I would ever hear anyone ask.
It's quantum entanglement,
That's the one.
I think is maybe what we're thinking
That
about.
sounds like what we're talking about. Quantum entanglement. And so the question I have posed to you:
Mm-hmm.
if Goku from Dragon Ball Z and Mayuri were to fight, who'd win?
I
I
mean,
argue Mayuri will win by default.
my deep concern there is my understanding is that Goku also would beat Superman. So does that mean that Mayuri would also beat Superman?
I think so, yeah, because
Holy shit!
by default, in the sense that
By
I
default,
don't think they would actually fight
fair,
because
fair.
they'd both be going like, I can't fight you. Because,
I don't know. Goku is really dumb.
yeah, but not that dumb. He'll see the good in
No.
Mayuri over,
Oh, he sees the good in everything.
yeah, but you'll.
That's the best part.
I mean, he's never. I don't think you ever tried to fight Boomer.
No, no, he did that clip I showed you, the one where from Dragon Ball Super, where Bulma's looking for him and he tells Mr. Satan to punch him.
I don't remember you showing me it either. I'm already talking about
Yeah, that one where he takes his tractor away. It's
it.
great. I forgot my tractor. It's so good.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
On a very brief aside, I started watching My Hero Academia with my son.
Oh, yeah. Was it on Netflix or on.
No, I had to get a Crunchyroll subscription because it's on Funimation as well,
Mhm.
but the dub isn't on Funimation. But the dub is on Crunchyroll. I really can't wait for them to consolidate their stuff.
If they're ever going to do that, I don't know that.
I think they're in the middle of doing that. Like so,
So, um,
I hope they also fix the fact that it's really. I don't like the way that they do. This is the dubbed version and this isn't the dubbed version, because they basically exist as separate seasons with the word dub written after them.
oh, and Crunchyroll.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't really like that.
I think the first season was on Netflix.
I think it was for a while. We're nearly finished the first season, which is only 13 episodes, but he's quite enjoying it.
Yeah, it was kind of fun. Anyway, so back to the start of this thing, because now it's 20 minutes into this.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, Mayuri leaves him at the crossroads,
Mm-hmm.
and then gets called by Ruka because she's forgotten her barley, or he's forgotten her barley, and they're like, "Oh, wow, you kind of look like um twins, a couple." I don't know. And he's like, "No, I don't think so."
Yeah. I did notice Ruka was dressed like a tad more masculine. Is that because he was in school?
I think that might be because it came from school. Yeah,
Okay, I thought that was an interesting detail.
yeah. I mean, and I don't know. I think Japanese school's quite strict sometimes, so you probably
Yeah.
wasn't allowed to have the dress that you normally wear outside of it. Um, but that's just going by my vague non-understanding of Japanese culture.
Well, but yeah, they're working together, and they I think Ruka sort of brings up that he feels that Mayuri and Okabe are sort of destined to be together.
Yeah, yeah, but it's because they're doing the Bamboo Rhapsody,
That's right. Yeah.
and they go by the bamboo tree with the thing, and uh, Mayuri always says, "Oh yeah, my wish has always been to be uh the time traveler from what's her name from what's the show? Melancholy of Haru Suzumiya.
Oh yeah, yeah,
He
yeah,
always
yeah.
wanted to be her
Yeah.
because she's called what's she called again? Hirumi? Hi,
Oh,
or is it the other one? I'm sure one of the characters is called after the goddess. That
I can't remember.
doesn't matter. If you
But
know,
yeah,
write it in the comments below. If
if you know, you know.
you know, anyway, she wants to be that, and she wants to find her Harumi. Hirumi?
I can her. What is it like? You're destined to be with person.
Yeah, yeah, along those lines. And yeah, yeah. So basically, that's what they're doing there. And then Ruka says, "Oh, but that'll be Okabe, surely." And then
Yeah.
Mayuri kind of blushes and says, "No, no, he's dead inside." Is pretty much
Yeah.
what she says.
Yeah. She's dead inside, and even when he wasn't, it wasn't me.
Yeah,
It was someone
it
else.
was
You're like,
some.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
You seem happy.
yeah.
Um,
Uh,
yeah. Whoopsie.
and then it cuts back to the lab as Okabe comes in,
Oh,
goes to the lab
here
after
we
all.
fucking go.
Yeah,
Finds Daru in there on F channel.
yeah. That channel. But
At channel.
yeah, but that's not before he has to get the door unlocked. The door's locked.
Oh yes, because Maho's there, and we don't want Okabe to know that Maho's here.
Yeah,
Uh,
especially since she just had a shower and
yes.
she threatened Daru not to not to look or you kill him. And Daru's like, "It's too hot. It's cool. I ain't doing that."
Yeah.
Because
So yeah, Okabe's like fucking let me in.
yeah,
Got some shit to talk about here, Daru.
one side point. Maho can hear perfectly fine with the towel on.
Oh, you mean like the Homer Simpson problem?
Yeah,
You'll have to speak up. I'm wearing a towel.
yeah,
Yeah, you're right. Her hearing seems to be very acute.
yeah.
Interesting. We'll need to get some more data on this because it's kind of one in each camp right now.
When he's come,
Yeah, there's one who can quite clearly hear perfectly well, and the other one who requires some sort of hearing assistance while wearing a towel.
yes. Well, sure. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of opportunities for that.
Let's take a mental note to talk about other animes where people can or can't hear with towels.
Yeah, I can't think of any.
But
I
yeah,
think they all can.
you're probably not wrong.
So
Um,
yes,
so yeah, he eventually gets into the apartment. because she's hidden, locked in the shower room.
Yeah, hides away
Uh,
because Okabe doesn't know that she's over in Japan.
yeah.
Yeah, so she's hidden away, and Dara's talking to him, and Okabe says, "Ah, I got some news for you. Can I use your computer?" type thing. And also, oh, are you watching?
Oh,
Are you playing that?
let me just sort that computer.
Yeah. Are you
Playing your hentai games, are
you
you?
playing your H games? And it's like, no. Oh, yes, yes. Uh,
Let me fix that.
it's awfully smoky in here. I was like, oh yeah, I just burnt something in my room. That's all. Uh, and then so he's there, and is basically going, "Yo, Daru, these people from abroad want you to be part of their studies. You'd be great." And
Yep.
Daru's like, "Ah, no way, man. I would like ace it because I'm a super hacker. Also, fuck off. I don't want to do that.
Also, I'm busy. I'm so busy.
Yeah, I don't want. I don't want to deal with any of that shit."
Yep.
Uh,
And of course, at this point, Maho has stuck her head out of the shower, going like, "Oh, he's gonna notice the bananas. You need to sort the bananas that are on top of the bin,
yeah,
Daru. This is really important." And I couldn't help but think the whole time, "Holy shit, Maho, just stay in there, and maybe Okabe won't feel the need to look at the bin.
oh,
Maybe."
I mean, yeah, and then Daru panics and like knocks the bin over. I don't even know what he did.
And yeah, he definitely makes what's in the bin super fucking obvious, though.
Yeah. And then Okabe goes, "Oh, bananas." And then Daru's like, "Yeah, yeah, Suzuha has totally put me on an all banana diet." I was like, "Oh, okay." And then Okabe kind of just like gets up and goes, has some weird panic and anxiety type thing. Going,
Yep.
but this seems too familiar. This isn't right. This isn't right.
Yep.
Let's have a look into that bin. Boom.
In fact, green banana.
Bunch of green bananas. Because
Yeah.
they ended up also talking about how they did the experiments, and Mayuri would always complain that it's a waste of good food.
That's
I
right.
mentioned that. Anyway, so he finds it, and then it just sets him off on one saying, "You fucking what? I told you not to do this. The fuck?"
He does. He does lose his mind. Like, has a proper breakdown. Yells at Daru to the point of just like screaming, and then Maho is like, "No, hang on a minute. Don't you fucking talk to him like that." It's like, "Oh, why are you here? And you're wearing a towel. Oh, now you're not wearing a towel."
Yeah, she also states that she just came here like for no reason at all. It's like, oh yeah, I was just passing.
Yeah.
It's like, what? No,
No.
that didn't work.
That's stupid. That's stupid. For someone so smart, that's a real dumb answer.
Smart people can
And then
have dumb answers.
oh yeah. And then he gets all up in Maho's face
Yeah.
about things too. Like gets a bit grabby.
Oh. Ain't her
He
grab.
grabs her wrists, doesn't he?
Oh,
I'm sure he does.
maybe he does. That point meant other places, but yeah, the rest, because
Oh no! Like, there is also a horrific comment about her being a legal Lolita by Daru, of course, when her towel drops, because we can't let anything go past.
I mean,
With
that's not accurate in one bit. Anyway,
it's not great.
It's impossible.
None of it's good. It is. But yeah, and of course he gets a little, like I say, he gets definitely a bit overly aggressive with Maho, and Daru decides to step up to the plate.
Oh yeah, he actually, literally wallops him in the face with a big chubby fist
Yeah.
to the point where
Super clocks him. It's amazing.
to the point that Okabe lands into the kitchen area of the lab.
And he's like, totally taken aback by it as well.
Yeah,
Like, oh, why'd you do that? It's like, well, you're being a dick.
pretty much. You got to understand that you're not the only one suffering; everyone else has suffered. So during this whole encounter, he's basically shouting like, "Out that Mayuri dies. If we do anything, she's going to die.
Yep.
She'll die. Chris has sacrificed herself so that she doesn't die, and all that." And then Mayuri kind of walks to the door as he shouts all this, and hears
Yep.
the word.
And just like, nope, don't need any of this right now. Thank you very much. I'm just gonna listen in very briefly, and then go, fuck this.
Yeah, she walked away somewhere. Uh,
Quite rightly.
yeah. So basically, yeah, he lands there, and then Dari goes in at him, going, I get it. You suffered. I don't know how much you suffered, but you obviously suffered insane amount. But
Yeah.
you're not. This is not okay. Everyone else has suffered
No,
too, and yeah, Suzuha's got to
and
go.
everyone is continuing to suffer for the decision now.
Yeah,
Like I think that's the thing that strikes me the most is like, well, remember how you suffered a lot, and that's true, you did, and an inordinate amount. But now what you're doing is condemning everyone else to a life of suffering. So, hooray!
yeah. I suppose. I think. I don't know. It's like you said. It's a Sophie question. Question of Sophie.
Yeah, there's no. Well, I suppose that's the bit because this, of course, like leads on where he sort of bails out, and they all end up on the roof talking shit over.
Oh well, yeah. He's kind of taken aback and said, "Darrow's punished me. He never gets punished. He never.
Yeah,
He's not.
he's so passive.
He's very passive."
Yeah.
And then Maho says, "Oh, we weren't going to
Well,
ever send anything to the D-mails. Blah blah blah.
yeah.
The rain stopped. Let's go up to the roof." And then they have a kind of like a psychological talk about gods and stuff and the
Well,
wills of the world.
they have an argument. Basically, it boils down to the fact that Okabe believes that there is no that there are determinations or that the possibilities of success are so finite that there is no you could be doing it forever to try and figure it out.
Yeah,
And Maho does not believe that's the case. Maho believes that there's a way to figure it out rather than randomly trying, and that they should be doing that rather than nothing.
yeah, that's true.
She believes that there's a way for Kurisu and Mayuri to live in a timeline. Whereas he does, I think, deep down believe that, but believes it's so astronomically difficult to find whatever variables
Yeah,
there are that now that he's found the modicum of success, i.e., allowing Mayuri to live at the sacrifice of Kurisu, he's very unwilling to change that.
yeah, that's right. Then Daru appears, and I can't actually remember. And then Okabe just says, "Right, I'm off. See you guys later."
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. I want none of this, so I'm going.
Yeah,
It's like, for fuck's sake. Again, we're back to this. And yeah, they just they let him go. But of course, he then kind of wanders around. He's basically, I think, subconsciously heading to a place
yeah,
where he then bumps into Mayuri, who ended up in the same place
yeah,
relatively subconsciously because it's the place they used to contemplate.
yeah. It's the part that they always had their discussions in the first season. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, Maya was just wandering around aimlessly because she overheard the thing, and then she was like, "Dude, did I make the right choice?" Because she blamed herself for stopping him
Yes, for stopping him.
in the
Yeah.
first episode, and he was like,
Yeah.
"No, don't be stupid. It's not like that." And she's like, "But I know You're hurting yourself deep down, completely hurt. I'm broken. You never have a smile. And you don't do any of the
Yeah,
shit that you used to do.
your eyes are so sad
Yeah.
all the time, and this where the waterworks for both of them start.
I don't remember him crying. Did he cry? He
He's like
teared up,
teary eyed,
teary eye a bit.
but she's like full on blubbering,
Yeah.
which kind of gets him going, of like ugh, and he's like, no, don't stop talking about this. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. You're okay. As long as you're okay, everything's fine. Which is such a like it's weird because it's both selfish and selfless in his regard, because he's like, look, I did a lot to get here, so we're going to keep it like this
Yeah.
because I think it's what's best for you. And ironically, on the opposite side of that, she's like, I really I don't want to be here because everything I've ever known is now miserable.
Yeah, yeah, she talks about the lab and how it's so lonely in the lab. I thought getting him back would bring that back, but even when he's back
It
there,
hasn't.
it hasn't because, well, he's just a broken person. And he's been broken for the
Yeah.
entire season, which is, you know, how much could you take?
So, it's so true. Like I think the thing that makes me more frustrated for it is like, for him, had he never met Maho or gone to the Amadeus display,
Uh-huh.
I think he would still have been sad, but not visibly so, in the same way.
Yeah, because he,
And I think that Mayuri, although probably noticing that he's still suffering, wouldn't have had the same level of visual of understanding of his sadness.
yeah. Do you think it's because he's met Amadeus?
It feels like a little bit of a combination between sort of the circumstances of this timeline that are sort of pulling him towards certain things again, but also his ability to remember that.
Yeah.
Because it's the fact that like, had he just been pulled towards that and not really known, it wouldn't have made a difference. But it's the knowledge, the previous knowledge, that is killing him,
Yeah.
and is what Mayuri's picking up on. So
Yeah. And then it kind of stands up. You kind of look at the starry skies and talk about Vega, the Mayamura.
the arc, was it the arc light or something like that?
Yeah. Overseas, they call it the arc light of the north.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
And then
we do?
and then the episode ends.
I've just
You're just like, why?
yeah,
Why do they?
yeah, we do. Never heard that.
Apparently we do.
No, we don't.
So no, I never have.
No one.
That's for sure.
It's not even in the. it's referred to in one book, I think. I looked it up. That's why I found out how far Vega was.
How far away it was.
Yeah,
Nice.
because like, do we? And then I found a Reddit post that says, "Do we?" Like I hadn't found anything of it at all, and it's like,
Yeah, it's because we don't.
I think you found.
We don't.
Yeah, we don't apart. And I was like, okay,
But that's the end of that episode, I think.
yeah, that ends right there. Where nothing's feelings has been said, but nothing's been done. Essentially,
Yeah, there's a lot of build up in this one.
yeah,
A lot of raw emotions, a lot of people's personalities and frustrations bubbling up to the surface.
yeah. Well, it was kind of hinted, I think, in the episode before this, because a lot of time there was like times where Mayuri was texting him to do something, and he kind of just
Mm-hmm.
kind of got distracted by other things. Like, I'm pretty sure and she kind of stood alone, like, oh, he's not wanting to speak to me now. Which I suppose is where you're getting the idea that he's unconsciously blaming her
Yeah, I think that's the problem is that it's a bit of both, because part of it is he doesn't want to see her because all she's become is a reminder of what he's given up.
Yeah, I suppose.
And and like I say, like, also, you are also the reason that I've made this choice.
Yeah,
So great.
yeah.
Well, quite honestly, Mayuri is just a symbol at this point of everything. Like I say, ironically, she's also what's great about this reality, but is also what's wrong.
Yeah, I mean, to a point.
Well, he's happy that she's alive,
Yeah,
but the point is that now she's so miserable at his misery, he can't even take any enjoyment in giving her that gift of being around.
yeah. But you remember when he somehow jumped in time to our world line earlier in this?
Yes.
I still got sent back by Carissa.
Yes.
She still went, no. Because, I don't know, I think he would still probably hurt just as much if he didn't previously.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause
There's a very
he saw what he did just to try and save her.
oh, absolutely. Like, there's a deterministic thing here where, like, I think Kurisu is very much of the same view as him. Is like, you can keep doing this, but you will die an insane person trying to solve what is potentially an unsolvable puzzle.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure what it says about Kurisu's sort of personality, but like it's almost like an acceptance of, like, I don't belong here, so it's okay. And she can, as a scientist, she's all right with that, because it's like, well, you've changed it to bring me here, to have me here.
Yeah.
If you never change it, then there's just the reality.
Yeah. But he doesn't do the same to try and get Carissa back in this one.
Well, no, because he knows. I think that's the thing is that it's that the impossible variable.
Yeah.
That's the fear. Like, because he's experienced it firsthand, hundreds of times, on Mayuri's behalf.
Yeah.
And we saw what that did to him. Because he's barely a shell of himself now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
that's...
And I think that's very much the sort of thing of, like, even he himself has recognized that he can't put himself through that again because he won't live through it.
Yeah, I suppose. Do you know if they have a surefire way to do it?
Well, and I think that's the Maho point is that that's because all you're doing is rushing into trying to fix it. You're going back and making a change because it's this time you think it's this, and this time you think it's this, and this time you think it's this. And yes, because you've managed to luck into doing something in a certain way and in agreement with Kurisu, you have allowed reality to revert to what it would have been. But that's not trying to subvert the timeline to Steins Gate. All that is doing is accepting that it's a hard problem to solve and leaving it. But Maho thinks that it's a solvable thing before action, I think. Or at least that's what it sounds like to me, is like, basically she's saying is like, no, we can formulate a plan.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like, because all of the stuff I think that Okabe and Daru and everyone were going through was just so fly by night. Like, it's like, okay, so that was a problem because of this, and now we're going to do this because it's desperation.
Well, at the same time,
But
they had kind of like a time limit to do it all in.
Yeah, because of the time scales and things like that.
And the time scale of when she gets shot, and the fact that CERN was confiscating her equipment.
Yes. But I think that's the thing is that it sounds like right now that things might be a little easier in that regard. Although we'll find out in the next episode that may not be specifically the case, because maybe some people know about this machine
Maybe
that they built
may,
that nobody knew about.
yeah, maybe. Also,
How do you rate this one, out of curiosity, just while we're on it?
I think it was good. I think it was it progressed the story in a good chunk and kind of opened things up. Like it wasn't just like, oh, I'm depressed and no one should be doing shit. And, yeah, how dare you? Type thing.
I'll, I,
I
I'll give it an 8 for Okabe getting punched in the face.
just for Oakley getting punched in the face.
That definitely puts it up in points, because that's just been desperately needed.
Yeah, but I don't think it changed them so much.
No,
Well, then again,
but it felt good.
there was a point where Maho says, yeah, well, I kind of felt like that, and I just found my way, and he has to find his way. Only
Yep.
it's about a year. They also mentioned, we forgot to mention that in this one they mentioned that Suzuha only has enough time, energy in the time machine to jump back a year,
To go back 1 year, that's
and
right.
it's closing into the point of no return.
When she needs to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well, she doesn't need to do it, but if she's going to, it has to be now
Yeah.
to complete the mission.
Yeah. No, I think yeah, an 8. I kind of like it. There's some nice kind of like stylized bits in it where they talk on the roof and they're just over this puddle, and the puddle somehow only reflects the sky. You don't see the roof, like it's like a deep puddle of vastness of starry skies, and then this starry sky at the end. It was kind of nice. Only she never put her hands up.
Cool.
She never went like that.
She didn't. She just talked about it.
I think she just kind of looked at it and talked about it. Yeah. Anyway.
Well, continuing on, episode 17, Altair of the Hyperbolic Plane, Beltrami Pseudosphere.
Beltrami Supersphere. Pseudosphere.
Pseudosphere.
Oh, not even a proper sphere. A pseudo one.
No.
Ooh.
A pseudosphere.
Oh. Alright. It's just like pseudocode.
Yeah. I was okay at pseudocode. And then I tried to put it into code, and then my brain broke.
Yeah, that's what pseudocode is there for, to make it easy to understand. And then go,
oh, oh shit.
yeah. Oh shit.
Yep. Turns out that translating this into functional syntax is not easy.
No, not at all. Fun times. So should we get?
I was a bad programmer.
You can go into the industry, man. You can look at your fellow programmers.
Not programming though.
Fellow programmers, and look over his shoulder and goes, "That's not right." And then then they'll come
and do you know
around.
the best part? Is saying that's not right. Well, how would I fix it? I don't know, but I can look at it and I can tell you what it does. I don't know how to fix it.
Oh, at least you know what it does. It's not the fact
I
that
was always good at that.
the programmer just turn around and backhands you. Job.
Oh, that's happened plenty of times.
Nope, you're wrong. Yeah. So, anyway, so this one here, I think it starts with Daru visiting Suzuha at the time machine.
Yeah, it does, because he's explaining to her that he's concerned that he's never going to be able to do it. And she's like, well, you're going to, but also we're not going to do it like this because you're going to create a time paradox. Please take your fucking hard drive back.
Yeah, and then she basically explains that she has to jump because she's getting too used to the word line. It's too much fun here. I can't be doing that. Can't be doing fun.
I do, man, the whole thing in the original series about Suzuha and how she failed her mission it's still just heartbreaking. So like there's like I kind of get the moral quandary is that, either you can succeed now or attempt to succeed, or you could just be happy,
Yeah.
like enjoy your life. But I think not knowing that the mission would go incomplete would never let her be happy.
Well, yeah, that's what happened when she went back in last one, and then she kind of like killed herself, which
Yeah.
is
God.
what Okabe refers to in his rant in the previous episode. It's like, oh,
That's right.
your daughter kills herself. It's like,
That might have been the tipping point.
yeah,
It's like, go fuck yourself, Okabe. Bang.
maybe. I mean, yeah. So she's basically saying, "Yeah, I'm gonna go," and he's like, "All right, that's cool." And then I think Mayuri appears at the door and goes, "Oh, hey, I need some answers. You gotta tell me shit, because you're from the future, right, Suzuha?" Yeah.
No, nobody tells me anything, and I just really want to know what's going on for once. I want to feel like an informed person.
Yeah.
And Suzuha is like, well, once I tell you this, you can't unhear it, so you might want to consider whether you really want that or not.
Yeah. And then she does. She does.
Yeah.
So then they head back to the lab, and Suzuha and Maho is there because she wants to hear the juicy gossip too.
Of course.
And it's about Okabe, I think, rather than the future.
The juicy gossip.
Yeah. Gossip. Juicy gossip.
The best kind.
Because he basically Suda like, oh, I don't blame you for what you did. It's fine. You know, we need. But you gotta understand that Okabe remembers everything that you've done.
Oh, yeah. Not just everything that's happening now, and, because he does, but also everything.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like, and he tried so hard to save you type thing, and he had, and Krisu sacrificed herself and stuff like that. Can't remember what was the whole outcome of the talk.
Well, Mayuri is brought up to speed, basically,
Yeah.
with where they're at, and it's like, here's why, here's the full scale of why he's angry. Here's why this is so difficult for him. Here's why he's so sad. Here's why seeing you is hard for him. Here's why being around you is hard for him. Here's why being away from you is hard for him. It's just hard for him all the time.
Yeah.
Because he's made his life an absolute misery. Yeah, it's a tough one. I think like her, she because I think I'm trying to remember if it comes up that she has feelings for Okabe in this section or not. I think it might do.
Not fully in this section, no. It's just afterwards.
Is it just after this bit?
Yeah, because Okabe, Daru comes back because Daru went to get some supplies and he got some cake.
Yeah.
And he says, "Oh, you
that's right.
didn't have to. Why would you do that?" Oh, Suzuha's going.
Oh no, he doesn't say that. He just says it's a going away gift.
Yeah, that's it. And they're like, "What?"
And don't really question it until the cake's done.
Yeah, and then Suzuha's leaving.
And she's like, well, time to go.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa, what?
Yeah, yeah. And
Can I tell you how, for some reason, and I don't know why specifically, but I really love Daru's response to that. Of he just says, "Go get him, kid," and that's it. Like, there's no emotional goodbye. There's no hug.
yeah.
There's no tears. It's really weird. But I kind of get it.
Yeah, he's like, he's come to terms because he knew it was going to happen.
Yeah, I just it's a weird growth moment, I think. Like, because I don't know that Daru would have been that emotional generally, because he's not really super emotional.
Yeah.
But I think regardless, like, that's quite an interesting moment. I really like that for some reason.
Yeah. And Suzuha's like, you got it, Dad. Back to him.
Yep, you got it.
And then, because she's basically going, where are you going? Suzuha says, Mayuri, and she's like, oh, I'm going back in time. Going back in time.
Time. Back to the Future
Yeah,
references.
I need to do that. And then, oh no, don't go. Mayuri's like, don't go. Type thing, and it's like, yeah, no, God. And then Dara's like, yeah, go get her, kid. Because she's like, Dara, you got to stop her. And he's like, no, no, I can't.
Nope, not doing it.
And then,
She's made up her mind.
yeah, and then she leaves. And then they kind of scream at Dara's like, why can you let her go? And he's like, yeah, well, she's made up her mind. I can't really say no. Along those lines.
Yep.
And then,
And she has.
yeah. And then, oh, I think then Okabe phones.
Yes, he does.
And Mario's halfway saying, oh, Suzuha, she's in danger.
Yeah. Could you? No, wait. Does she phone him? She phones him.
Does she phone him?
I think she phones him because she wants him to convince Suzuha not to leave.
Yeah, maybe. I can't remember who phones her. I thought he phones her. Anyway, the phone rings and they have a conversation. And then it...
Oh, wait. Does he You know what? No, you're right. He texts her and she picks up her phone to read it, and then he phones her.
No. She texts... I think we're both right.
She texts him?
He texts her.
She phones him.
And then she phones him because it's at this panic point.
Okay. Yes, you're right.
That's what it is.
Nailed it.
Yep.
Nailed it.
God, that 5 minutes worth of commentary right there. Anyway,
this is why people come to this podcast.
We obviously. So
it's the good shit.
Yeah, so she's phones him and goes, "Oh, this is in danger. You got to go and help her." And then he basically goes, "You told her? I thought we agreed to leave this alone." And starts to go on a rant, and then the phone dies.
Yep.
The signal.
Yeah, it cuts out.
Signal drops.
Yeah.
On his side and Mayuri's side. And then
It seemed weirdly fortuitous, that, I must admit.
Yeah. Pretty weird. I'm waiting for the...
Well, just because it forced him to go there.
Maybe. Also, I'm just waiting for the... Oh, stop working.
Oh, no.
Because that's...
We don't need that.
No, we don't. Anyway, so... yeah, so it cuts out because he's in a rant saying, "I told you to kind of leave it alone. Don't delve into it anymore. You don't need to know this stuff." But it's too late, and then the phone cuts out, and then at this point,
so he goes to the lab, though, right?
Yeah, he eventually goes to the lab, but this is after Mayuri has, I don't know what to do. I love Okabe maybe more than Karisu ever loved him, type thing.
Yeah.
And Bob.
No, definitely more.
Yeah, well, she
says maybe, and she's like, no, I did.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah. I mean, that's...
She's very definitive about that.
I think that's kind of true. I think...
I think so. I think
I mean,
the connection she has with him is definitely deeper.
Yeah. I don't think it's... Like, I don't really thought it was a platonic love.
Platonic?
Yeah. It's certainly more a brother-sisterly love thing.
I always thought that. And I think it definitely stayed that way in the original series. Like, it always kind of hit that way. But now it's in this timeline, it's different.
Yeah, it's different. And then Dara's like, well, you know what you gotta do. And she kind of runs out the door, I think, I don't even think we
Yep.
see her leaving. You see,
No, she just fucking Batman's when talking to Commissioner Gordon.
yeah, and then you see like there's big warning signs over at the railway station and stuff like that. I think that's what the news broadcast is saying. Doesn't say much.
Yeah, I think so.
And then Okabe is like, why can't I get a signal? That's really weird type thing. So goes to the lab and and like Maho and Dara are like, oh, Okabe, what are you doing here? Have you seen Mayuri?
No.
No. And then before he even I think he gets a chance to reply, he's like, the phones aren't working. So yeah, I've been looking into
Yeah,
that. It's kind of weird. It looks the best I get is the networks down in Agra Agra Harbor,
that place.
that place.
Yep.
And then he's like, oh, but the internet's working. Can we look at the Achan boards? Oh, it looks like it's been hacked.
Oh yeah, and there's a bunch of messages
About the
saying some stuff.
twins have returned and father has always been the better of us type thing. Blah 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 blah. And it was like, oh, that's weird. And then Okabe's like, oh, shit, that's Amadeus Karisu.
Yep.
And Maho, go check if Amadeus is still about. Oh, all the data for it is gone. That is weird.
Uh oh.
Oh, where's Mayuri gone? And so then they go, oh well, Mayuri's gone to Suzuha. He's going to go back in time.
Did they not? Is this not the point also where they realize that um maybe somebody else knows about the time machine?
Um, yeah, I think it's like, oh shit.
I think there's some information in that post that's like, this is worryingly like somebody knows what this machine is about.
Yeah. Oh, maybe they know about.
But nobody should know. How could they know?
Yeah. Oh, maybe someone knows about the time machine on the roof type thing.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we forgot to say that I think last episode he originally came to lab saying, "Oh, I thought I heard you had some information about Karai. Karai? Not Karai.
Hang on.
Kaganishi.
Kagari.
Kagari.
Kagari, yeah.
Uh,
That's right, because of course he and Suzuha had decided not to tell anyone about having seen Kagari,
yeah.
and by seen, witnessed her attack both of them.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so and that was denied. But
Yup.
So yeah, they don't actually say where Mayuri's gone. They just kind of like,
No.
Mayuri, and then they kind of cuts them running at the door. And then Mayuri gets to the top of the building, and they go, of the radio building, and says, "Don't try and stop me." Oh, I don't want to stop you. I want to come with you. It's like, oh, all right,
Yep.
that's cool.
Yeah, she seems fine with that. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, let's do it. Might work. And then they go,
But she has to know you can't come back. This is it.
yeah,
You make the decision. You cannot return.
yeah. So they were asking to go back next year,
A year, yeah.
and in that, because the point where she appeared in front of them before, it says, "You need to go back then, so I can convince Okabe to go."
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. That's maybe why she does slap him a really big hard slap in the original, because it is
Yeah.
her from the future come back to give him a good walloping.
Shit, so we're going back to the last episode of the first series.
S-
Damn.
Second last episode, I think.
Second last episode, you're right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Shit. Oh, no, wait. Is it the last episode? Because I think they try, and then he's like, "No, I'm done here." She's like, "Fuck, are you?
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah. I think you're right. I think that is.
Fuck, are we done here?
Yeah,
Get your shit together."
yeah. Uh, anyway, that's the plan. And then Okabe is like, "No, Mary, come back here. You can't be doing this. I will not allow it." Like the old angry old father figure.
Yep.
Uh,
Suzuha has other
it's like,
ideas.
stay back or I'll shoot you. And give her credit, she
She does.
gives at least 3 warning shots before taking his leg out.
Yeah, she legitimately shoots 3 warning shots and then shoots him in the leg.
Yeah, but this
It's
is
like, wow, she's not messing about.
yeah, but this is kind of the same thing that was going on Okabe's kind of like what we were talking about before is like he went to all this trouble to try and save Mayuri to go and do the thing, but then it actually also goes back to the discussion on the rooftop where people have their own free will and should be able to do what they want to do. So
Yeah.
by letting Mayuri survive and be miserable makes her not want to go and help.
I've survived.
Well, not to survive, but go back and help him.
But yes.
To the point that she thinks that
Yes.
she's caused the problem to him.
Yeah.
It's
all very cyclical.
fucking weird paradox. Time travel and shite.
Well, everyone is the result. Everyone's pain is the result of everyone else's pain, but also everyone else is okay.
Yeah.
You know, like
Life.
Okabe's okay, but God, is he miserable? Oh, I don't like that he's miserable. I'm miserable. Oh, Mayuri's okay, but she's really unhappy. I wonder why that is.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, why is everyone so codependent?
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
So yeah, he's been shot in the leg.
And then
And Suzuha takes him down into the stairwell of the radio building and bandages him up.
and says, "You live. That's a graze. You lost some blood.
Yep.
You'll live." And he's like, "All right." And then she goes upstairs, gets a text message from her dad. "Oh, my dad's text me. Wait, that's from the future."
Yep.
And then
Yep.
Daru, man, look at Daru. He's all buff.
Skinny Daru.
He's all buff.
Yeah, he's not. He's definitely not as barrel shaped.
Yeah. And he's been, aha. If you got this message, then I'm not your father that you know of in this timeline, but I'm from another timeline.
Yeah.
And with you and Mayuri, you have a possibility of changing the time, averting the course of timeline. And then
Yeah, because her actions have already changed the timeline.
Yeah.
Which is why this message hasn't been able to come through in the first place.
And then he goes, it's going to be called Codename Arclight.
Yeah, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
how ominous.
How ominous that they were talking about the Arclight of the North Sky earlier.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then Suzuha looks up and she's surrounded by like 15 armed.
So many fucking soldiers.
15 armed soldiers.
So many soldiers.
Holding Mayuri. And she's like, "Alright, okay, don't scream Mayuri or they'll shoot you." And then
She's like, just gonna put my gun down and then I'm gonna murder everyone. And she just like goes full on nuts.
oh, not quite. She gets taken into the time machine first because they need the bio ring.
Does she?
Yeah, because they can't launch it without that. So she does it.
Oh yeah, it's the dudes in there that die first.
Yeah, because she's sellotape a knife to the bottom of the console, and she's for yoink and
Shiv, slice,
Yeah,
slice.
pretty much. And it was like basically, they look away like, "That's it, we got it, we've done it." Like, oops, took my eye off her for that split second, and then she like ran out and like throws the knife into like someone's head and
Oh, it's so good.
runs around with like
She's
one-handed rifle going.
A machine gun and a handgun.
Yeah.
And she's like crossing them across, like shooting them all over the place. She like wastes the guy that's holding Mayuri hostage, and
Yeah.
she's like, "You have to run to the time machine now.
Oh,
I'll sort all of this."
Oh, well, she says run,
Yeah,
and they run away from the time machine.
she does.
They run away from the
It's
time
like
machine.
the place I might be going is the time machine.
Yeah.
She does not go to the time machine.
Is it at some point? There's a wee split scene of you seen the Black Rider. I'm going to call him the Black Rider lying
Uh
in
huh.
a pool of blood with the other Dark Rider. The other,
Oh, interesting.
uh,
I missed that.
it's literally like a, it's almost like it's longer than the porn scenes in Fight Club.
Oh shit!
So if you blink, you miss it. But it's it's
Damn.
just long enough for a wee second shot. It's not even a frame length.
So they're dead.
No, just one of them dead. It seems, or at least one's lying in a pile of blood.
Wonder who.
But then that might refer to the message that was on the post that they're on about twins.
Yeah, maybe.
So I wonder if that's what who that message refers to. Anyway, they start running to the door. Running to the door, and then Mayuri just falls sideways,
And her watch stops.
and it's not working. No, she didn't get a chance to say that this time.
She just gets shot at the side of the head.
She's short on the side of the head and falls down,
Oh my god.
and then just in that, I think Okabe appears out the door because he crawls back up and goes, Mayuri! And
I think that is true.
sees it all.
And scene.
And that's the end of that episode.
It was really difficult not to watch on after this one.
I've watched the start of.
Oh, don't tell me. Don't tell me.
No, you need to watch it.
Okay. Well, how do you rate that one? Episode 17.
You know what? It's ramped up. It's ramped up. But I think it's more of a high 8 rather than a 9.
I agree.
It's not.
I don't. It's close to a 9,
Yeah.
but it's not a 9 yet.
It's just. It's not there. It's just kind of like, this is some shit. This is what you're doing. This is like depressing still stuff kind of happening, and Okabe is still trying to go. Oh, don't do any of this shite because all it ends is bad shite, and then
Yep.
it runs, and then it just ramps up right at the end, going, "Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to go back in time. Nothing bad's going to happen."
And now she's dead again.
And it's like, where did all these guys come from? What did they do? Were they just hiding
Goddamn ninjas.
around the corner?
Goddamn ninjas.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, Mia's dead.
So an 8.
And a high 8.
Well, a good solid couple of episodes this week.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
We have managed to talk through all we've came here to discuss this week, but we will be returning with episodes 18 and 19 next week.
Yeah.
Which, suffice to say, means that this has been Who's That Anime, an anime podcast about anime, and only sometimes, because occasionally we talk about other things for longer periods of time than we probably should.
Like anime.
Like anime, when it's not this anime, but other anime.
Other anime.
But you can find us where all podcasts can be found. Our home is at anchor.fm. If you look for Who's That Anime, we can be found at anchor.fm /Who's That Anime. We can be found on Spotify, Stitcher, Audible, Amazon Music, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Pocket Cast, Overcast, anywhere where an RSS feed can be used to listen to podcasts. We don't make any money on these, so if you like what we do, it would be really awesome if you would tell other people. That'd be pretty cool. And again, if you like what we do, you could leave us a review. Those are really, really helpful, and they push us up in the ratings so other people can hear us. 5 stars is always welcome, and anything less with constructive criticism is absolutely welcome. We have a Facebook page. It's facebook.com/who's that anime, where we post the latest episode releases and kind of occasional anime memes. We have a Discord channel, which is in the show notes. You can find the link in there. We also have a YouTube channel where Colin painstakingly puts together the video versions of these podcasts and uploads them on a weekly basis, or fortnightly basis at the moment, but probably soon to be more frequently now that we're almost caught up, I believe.
Yeah, well, we just finished the last season of Steins.
Damn.
And we should be just about going with the movie, I think, next.
Damn.
Yeah.
Getting closer.
And then it's just after that, it's like the first half of these ones, Steins 80. And then we'll do the Vampire in the Garden stuff. And then second part of Steins 80. And by that time, I think we should hopefully have moved on.
We caught up. Damn.
To
we finally made it.
Yeah, to maybe the Halloween special that we're going to do. We're doing a Halloween special.
Yeah, we're going to do a Halloween special. So, yeah, Colin and I also like to play video games occasionally. Colin at twitch.tv/couchfuel and myself at twitch.tv/hailpayman. You can find complete archives of all the stuff we've been playing on there on YouTube if you search for youtube.com and look for Couchfuel or for Hail Payment. All the links to these are in the show notes.
Yeah.
And I believe that is us.
That should be us. I should also mention that I haven't streamed any games for a good year now. Yeah.
But there is an archive.
There is an archive. All the goodness that we did back in the day.
For quite some time.
Yeah.
Until COVID.
Yeah. No, it's going on about after COVID, since it's been a year.
Did it?
I streamed.
Well, you streamed, but we haven't streamed for like properly for a while.
No. Could change that.
Could.
Maybe
get that going again at some point.
Yeah.
Who knows what the future holds.
Okabe does.
Well, actually, I do. Okabe does, but also episodes 18 and 19 next week when we return.
Yes, episodes 18 and 19. 19 and 18.
Yes.
Numbers. I know numbers.
Numbers. You do.
So,
and they were both numbers, so great success.
I am doing good with numbers today.
I do good.
I got the 7.7 parsecs. That was right.
Yeah, it's alright. Well done.
Yeah.
Bravo.
Thank you. I'm cool. Anyway.
So, we'll be back.
Yes.
Next week.
Same anime time, same anime place, same anime thing. That's an anime.
Same anime.
Yeah, same anime.
We did it. Bye, folks.
Yeah, bye, guys. Bye.